Now, Leo Zagami, I know we've gone off of the fact that this is the takeover of the church, but I wanted to get you on how big a deal it is that the Pope comes out and says, the big threat is people questioning us, investigating us, talking about blackmail, talking about secret groups. I mean, really, that begs the question, methinks you protest too much. This really shows that they want to call questioning authority a conspiracy theory. That doesn't work anymore. So how is it going for Pope Francis? Is it going well? Is it going bad? What's the next big shoe to drop?
I'm giving you a world scoop. You are about to hear a world scoop. The Pope will resign next year after his visit to Argentina.
Okay, that's big, because 2 years before the scandal started 5 years ago, you said a Jesuit Pope would take over and mentioned two men, one of them this Pope, and said they'd use the pedophile scandal to take over. That then came out in mainstream news. So you've been proven right many times. You're saying world scoop. Are you predicting this from the tea leaves, or do you have inside sources?
No. This is inside sources, two different inside sources, one from the Secretary of State of the Vatican, the other one from the Knights of the Holy Sepulchre, saying that the Pope will use the visit to his home place, Argentina, to make a announcement, in a way preparing the way for his coming back to Argentina, because apparently he doesn't want to reside after in Castel Gandolf or in the Vatican. He wants to simply retire in Argentina. That's what is being said.
And as you said 5 years ago when you wrote a separate book, they want to set it where a pope doesn't come in and then die. It's a political post, so they can jockey and put different people in all the time, have two popes, then move the pope to be a council of popes. I mean, explain why they want to do that.
Well, there is a big work going on here between the Jesuit and the Zionist lobby and the gay lobby. In fact, this Emilio Sturla Turno, who took care of the coming out of Father Karamsa, he actually, his homosexual lover, is an Israeli intelligence asset. So the lobby gay works together with the Israeli intelligence and the Jesuits in this coming out of the gay lobby in the church. And all this, of course, is being fought by some conservatives. Imagine this: the Cardinal of Riga in Lithuania went in front of the Lithuanian parliament and said, Janis Francis Pujat, this Cardinal, said, basically, we were better off with Hitler and Stalin because the European Union is supporting sodomites, and they are a bunch of sodomites. This is what a Catholic Cardinal just said yesterday, Janis Francis Pujat. So, I mean, there is also some conservative...
Well, this is bombshell, Leo Zagami, because, you know, you're famous in Italy, you're famous in Europe, for folks that don't know, best-selling author, you're on national television there, you're highly respected, you do have inside sources to the Vatican, you've predicted everything that's happened when no one else was doing it. I mean, you really have a lot of credibility here. And you've been part of, you know, some of these high-level secret societies. You're saying you have been told from high level in the Vatican that the Pope will resign next year. This is bombshell. You've really stuck your neck out here. Flesh that out more, exactly what you were told.
I was said that during his visit that he will do next year in South America, which will include, I think, Chile, Argentina, and Peru, he will basically, this will happen approximately, I think, in July of next year, but I mean, just when he goes to Argentina, which as we know, he comes from there, he will announce that he will resign. So, I mean, this has been confirmed by two different sources within the Vatican. I went especially to Rome to hear in closed doors what they had to say to me. I believe these sources are credible because one is a personal knight of the Pope. The other one works together with the Jesuits. I mean, I think that this information is pretty correct. It seems like when I asked them why is the Pope resigning, he said he has accomplished his mission for the New World Order. From 2016, the New World Order at that point is already in a process, you know, is already launched itself with 2030, with the whole thing we have seen just with the Pope going to the US and everything else. So it seems like he has done his job and then he wants to retire. That's, I mean, it's very hard for him. We saw how fatigued he was when he was in Philadelphia. I mean, he was really going along with this leg very much in pain. So he's really working for the New World Order until he is capable, and then he will
Because
resign.
it's about removing the power of the Pope and the Catholic Church. Yes. It's about, whether it was good or bad, it's about seeding it out to the globalists, bringing it down, breaking its will, using different cults, different secret groups to take it over. Clearly, that's what's happened, and it's here. And so the headline on this video, this should be a big article tomorrow, and I guess you're going to probably write one, Leo. We'll post it at Infowars.com. We'll publish it. The Pope will resign in 2016. That's the headline?
Well, if it goes to Argentina, because the problem is that they're trying to fix this trip in Argentina, is almost certain, I mean, is even on the Wikipedia already about his pastoral trips for next year. If that is confirmed, we can say for sure that he will announce his resignation when he visits his hometown in Argentina.
Wow. Wow. So, insider, the Pope to resign next year on visit. That is amazing. And we will continue to break that down. I want to come back in the final segment, take a few calls for you. But the